Today we're making steamed eggs and minced pork. Usually in Malaysia you find a dish of steamed minced pork on its own. You also find a dish of steamed egg on its own. What we've done here this time is to actually combine both of them together. You see what I mean? With a layer of pork at the bottom, a layer of steamed egg on the top. Two simple classic dishes from home combined into one, and again for different textures. So we've got our steamed pork over here. Again, very simply, with some salt, some sugar, some white pepper, and some chicken bouillon or chicken stock powder. That's it. So when you set up the plate, you don't want to have it too full, right? We've pretty much just done a little layer of minced pork here at the bottom. Make sure you press it out, flatten it out, and not to worry too much, because when you steam it or when the pork is cooked, the meat itself will actually shrink. It will become smaller, and that's where we're going to put our delicious eggs on top, and we're going to steam that too. So we're just going to press it out, and into the steamer it goes. Again, if you don't have a steamer at home, you can easily do this with a wok or with a pan. Water at the bottom, just a little contraption on the top. Or if you don't have one of these, you get disposable chopsticks, 2 chopsticks, put it out here, put your steaming plate on top. You can easily steam dishes at home. In goes the pork, and we're gonna steam that for about 6 minutes, about there. So again, we separate the cooking because if we mix it all together, yes, it will still come out cooked, but then the speed or the time that it takes to cook pork is obviously longer than the time it will take to cook the eggs. And again, yes, there are dishes where you mix it all together too, but what we're trying to achieve today, which you will see at the end of the episode, is to have 2 separate layers of pork and egg. So while that's steaming away, let's work on our eggs. So into a bowl, let's crack 2 eggs. Into the eggs, same thing, just some salt, some sugar, some white pepper, and just for a little bit of fragrance, we're gonna go in with a little bit of rice wine as well. Oftentimes when you steam eggs, it becomes hard, it curdles up, right? And it becomes overcooked. But to get the trick or the secret to having silky smooth steamed eggs is pretty much the water and egg ratio. So for example, if you're putting 2 eggs here, you want to have 4 eggs worth of water. Or if you've got a measuring jug, even better. If you have 100 mils of eggs, you want to put 200 mils of water. So it's pretty much 2-to-1 ratio. Into the eggs, water. 2-to-1 ratio, and then just give it a good beat. Give it a good mix. And don't be afraid, like if it's your first time doing this and you go, oh my God, no, the egg's too watery. I was like, you've never seen beaten egg texture like this before. It's okay. If you want to steam, that's fine. That's the texture we're looking for. So, but make sure you mix it well, because the worst part about it is if you don't mix it well and when you finally steam it and the water separates from the eggs, you're gonna have 2 separate components. So make sure the egg and the water and your seasoning, they all combine well before you actually steam it. Now let's talk about the dish while we're doing this. Again, like I said, it's a very simple classic. I used to cook this a lot back home when I was growing up. There's so many variations of this, right? We have hami jeng yolk, which is pretty much minced pork steamed with salted fish, or you can even have chai po jeng yolk, or the other one that is quite common is the pickled vegetables with minced pork. So there's so many variations of this. But one day, pretty much the story is my wife and I came out. So my wife, I love having steamed pork, right? And my wife loves having just steamed egg. And so one day I just went, why don't we put both of our favorites together into one dish? And this was how it came up. Alrighty, so now, as you can see, the pork is steamed. It's pretty good. We're gonna take it out, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna remove the excess water from the pork. So we'll just take this out quickly. Over there. And pretty much just strain the excess water. And then back in it goes. And to it, we're just gonna pretty much add our egg now. And so again, like I said, the meat will actually shrink, it'll be smaller. So that allows you space for the eggs to go around it, below it, and of course, above it. So in goes the egg mixture. Back goes on the lid, and that should take another 5 to 6 minutes. Super simple, super easy, no stress, but again, full of comfort, full of soul, and it's pretty much, yeah, a lot of people ask me, Chef, what do you like to eat on your days off? What's your favorite form of eating? This is pretty much it. Simple home-cooked meals. Whenever cooking with minced pork, right, best thing you can do is go to a butcher and pick your favorite cuts of meat. Of course, some people like it fattier, some people like it leaner, and that's why you have fat and lean. But then you could always go into a butcher and then just combine two of your favorite cuts. So for me, I'll take that much of pork belly, I'll pick a pork shoulder, I'll also pick a pork loin, and I'll mix it all together. So it's not exactly too lean and it's not exactly too fatty. It's, to me, it's the right amount of mixture. But then again, you have to know, that's for steaming. Like if you were going to do a stir fry with minced pork in a pad kra pao or something like that, then you would want it to be fattier, because with the fatter minced pork, when you stir fry, it releases the oil. It tastes better as well, and it gives you that texture as well. So it really depends on what style of cooking you want to do, and again, pretty much up to your own preference. But instead of buying a ready-made minced pork, go to a butcher, pick your favorite cuts, and tell them to mince it for you. So this dish is pretty much ready when the egg is ready. And again, there's no specific time to it, because you may use a bigger plate, you may use more eggs. It may be deeper, it may be more shallow. Best way to check when you're steaming it, just give it a little shake and jiggle. And if you can see, once it's set, it shouldn't have any more liquid on top, but we're almost there. There's still just a little bit more to cook. You just pretty much want to steam the eggs till it's all cooked. When it's cooked, it's firm and it shouldn't, move as much. So just to check on whether the egg's fully cooked or not, just check by just wiggling or shaking it a little bit. As you can see over there, probably needs another minute or two. Once everything's firmed up, it's ready to go. So we'll turn the fire down. It's good, it's ready. So as you can see, the egg has firmed up. It's wiggling a lot less. It's cooked. It's set on top of the minced pork. And on top, we're just gonna add some light soy blend. More umami. You can also use this recipe for just steamed eggs. If you're not gonna put the pork in, it works well as well. Some garlic oil. Again, something simple but carry so much depth and flavor. Easily made by just deep frying fresh garlic in oil till it's golden, brown, and crispy. Chopped spring onions. There you have it. Steamed minced pork and egg, or steamed egg with minced pork. So as you can see, when the egg is fully cooked, it's firmed up, it wiggles and jiggles, similar to a panna cotta. Usually two separate dishes, steamed minced pork or steamed eggs. One is my wife's favorite, one is my favorite, and one day I just decided, let's just combine these two dishes together so that we both can enjoy it equally. Wow, yeah. Woo, it's hot. But so good, so comforting. Could have this any time of the week. Get me a bowl of steamed rice right now.